Hey guys, so as you guys are probably well aware, the new series of Clone Wars, or the new Bad Batch show, comes out May the 4th this year. And so a month ahead of time, I'm now putting out my top 10 favorite Clone Wars sets from the Clone Wars TV show, the ones that were purely in line with the show, that were marked as such on now Bricklink and on the LEGO website. This is excluding sets from episode 2 and Revenge of the Sith that were the canonical sets. This is purely the animated TV show and the movie. They are in a correct order, I have ordered them from best to or from worst to best, and I will be going through why I liked them, the years they come out, and how much they cost nowadays. And this excludes Planet series. This also excludes mini series. I'm sorry, they're not great. I don't collect them. They're not for me. I'm talking play sets, UCS sets, and that's pretty much it. And any exclusives, if there were any con exclusive sets. So jumping straight into this, we are going to do the LEGO Z95 Headhunter set number 75004. Released in 2013, and it had 384 pieces and 3 figures. And the reason I picked this set is because it was, for one, I have several runners up that we're going to get into. However, it came with Pong Krell, which was probably my favorite arc of Clone Wars, where the clones are fighting each other on Umbara, and it was probably the best arc. You've probably seen clips of it all over YouTube about it. And if you're going to watch Clone Wars for any arc, it's that arc. It's the Umbara arc, where you see a Jedi turn clone against clone. Spoilers, by the way. And you also happen to get Pong Krell with his 2 lightsabers, and you get 501st Pilot and a 501st Clone Trooper. It was one of the first sets that we got those figures with. It's the only set we got the Clone Pilot with. So it's got to be on this list. The Clone Pilot hasn't come back yet. Maybe we should get a Clone Pilot set, just saying. Going on to the next set, I put this on this list because I own 3 of these. I love this. I have both of the Republic fighter tanks. However, I like the smaller one better. The bigger one is just not for me. It's too big. It was never that big in the movies or the video games. So that's why I put set 75182 on this list. It also had a good figure selection. I mean, granted, we all have Aayla Secura at this point, like in 50 different shades. Even though we don't have a red one. But I do think that they put her in too many sets, just putting that out there. So it came with a clone engineer or clone tanker to drive the tank. It came with 2 battle droids and Aayla Secura. So it was pretty solid. I bought 3 of them. I thought the tank build is really good. Nowadays, the set is going to cost you guys around $75, whether that's used or starting out new, I'm not sure. But you typically can find them around, it came out in 2017, and it came with 4 minifigures. Like I said, solid build. Definitely recommend having this set. I have 3 of them. I will probably have 9 of them when I'm done collecting LEGO, whenever I stop, if ever. Going on to it also had a really nice build for the blaster, which is just like you put a tactic piece in the end of the blaster, but it still looked great. Going on to the next set here. This set I have on here for figure selection, and because it's just a solid build. I wish I had more of them, or I bought more of them at the time, but I didn't get to. It's the 75045 AV7 anti-vehicle cannon set. You may remember from the very opening scenes of the Clone Wars movie, or you may remember from some episodes in the TV show. Personally, when I think of it, it jumps to the movie. There were 3 of them. They were on that planet with the really tall buildings, and the droids are coming down the main like highway or road into the town, and they were using those cannons to suppress the droids while Obi-Wan was in talks with their leader, just buying Anakin time. It came with Plo Koon, which I love the way he looks in the set. It's definitely better than whenever we get a custom mold for any figure, it's a good time, regardless of who it is. I don't care what you say. We also got 2 Wolfpack Troopers, which pretty sick, because at the time this set came out in 2014, and we weren't really getting a lot of Legion exclusive figures. It was the only set that had these Wolfpack Troopers, and I want more of them. I would like a Wolfpack pack. I think it'd be great. but that's just me. It also came with a Droideka build, which, while not the best, it wasn't terrible. It was nice to get something for the cannon, I guess, to shoot at in 2014. Nowadays, it's going to cost you $166 in the market starting, and it had 455 pieces. Cannon build, solid cannon build. Absolutely recommend at least having 2 of these. I have 1. I mean to get 1 or 2 more in the future. It aims to see if I'm going to get a new one because they're really expensive now, or I might just get a used one. But that is enough on that set. We're going to go on to the next one here, guys. This one is good. I have this set. I need to get the other ones, but what can I do? It is the Lego ATTE from Clone Wars, and it is set 7675. And the figure selection on this set was real solid. This was the movie ATTE that came out, as opposed to the other ATTE that came out in 2003 alongside the Clone Wars movie, and the other ATTE we received as well. And I'm also discounting the Rebels ATTE because I think we got 3 ATTEs. I'm pretty sure we did. Anyway, this set nowadays is going to cost you guys around... So it seems that I misspoke. We did in fact get 3 ATTEs, one in 2013 with the green Yoda art, and then one from 2008, and then one from 2002 or 2003 in that era of Attack of the Clones when the movie came out. However, the set I'm talking about is 7675, which is the Clone Wars one. It came with 6 figures. It's around $250 right now and had 820 pieces. Now, I'll tell you right now, I would amend this because it comes with 5 figures. It came with a droid, battle droid on a staff, which is pretty cool. We don't get enough staff built anymore. People have forgotten about them, I swear. Where is my UCS droid staff? What the heck? What am I gonna put my Technic droid on? Gosh, Lego. Jokes aside, it came with Anakin, it came with Ahsoka, it came with Rex, and a clone trooper. It could have come with a pilot. I feel like it should have. That would have been a really solid addition to the set, because everywhere I go, it says the 6th figure is the Baby Jabba the Hutt. However, unpopular opinion, Baby the Jabba the Hutt is not a figure. He is a stud piece. I have no idea where I would ever put him in a mug, except in the trash, because I don't like that figure. I like Baby Yoda. It's a full figure. It's, it's Yoda's retextured body with a little Baby Yoda head, and that's fine. They could have done the same thing for this, but it's a little baby. I feel like it could have been better putting him on like a texture and a backpack, or giving him a backpack to ride in. And I feel it would have felt more safe calling him a figure. But the fact he sits on one stud, and I have no idea what stud to put him on, that's my problem with this. However, it's nice we got that. It was nice we even got an ATTE with this tie-in anyway, because it had already been, at that point, it had been 6 years, 5 years, depending on where you lived. So it's nice, we got another one. So I'll say thankful that we did that, at least. Going on to the next set, we are looking at the 9525 Pre Vizsla's Mandalorian fighter set. This set is amazing. It is amazing. It was 2012 when the set came out, and Clone Wars was at its height. Super hyped set to get. It came with Pre Vizsla, a Mandalorian, and Obi-Wan, and it came with Darksaber. And it came, and obviously Obi-Wan had his lightsaber as well. It was 408 pieces, and like I said, it had those 3 minifigures. Nowadays, it's going to cost you around $160 used. I just bought one. It was really expensive. I think I got mine for like around $120 plus shipping, so it was about the same. Shipping was like $10-15. But we are getting another one of these, which is really cool. I believe we're getting a red one, a red Mandalorian fighter from the attack on Mandalore. We're waiting to get set pictures. I wouldn't be surprised if we get them around May the 4th, or if we get them sometime in the summer like we normally do. But it's definitely a set I am super stoked for. I'm probably gonna buy 2 of these. Not the old one, but the new one. Maybe I'll buy 2 of the old one. I don't know. Don't judge me. But yeah, that's why it's on spot number 5 on my list. Getting on to the next set here, we are on to one of the last sets for the minifigure selection, reason for picking this. This was a solid army builder, minus the Jedi we get with the set, but it definitely does need to be mentioned because droids, in my opinion, I feel like droids are not as hard to make as other figures. I feel like droids are, everyone has a billion droids in their army. It's massive. Like you're supposed to, but this set's notable because it comes with a lot of B2s. Granted, their arms break sometimes, but that's fine. Just, don't bend their arms. And this is set 8018. It is the AAT or Armored Assault Tank. This set currently goes for around $70 online, used, if you can find it. I have never found it for that much. I usually find it for $130, $150. It came out in 2009, so it's almost 10 years. No, it is actually like 11 years old at this point. I forgot that it's 2021. I thought it was 2019. It was 404 pieces, and it came with not 5, not 6, but 7 figures. It came with Yoda, which is the a clone trooper. It came with 2 B1s and 3 B2s, which is incredible. If you wanted, the fact you got a vehicle with this and all those figures for your droids, it was, I downright call it an army builder, personally. You would get, even if you bought 2 of these, you're talking about 6 B2s and 4 B1s and 2 vehicles. Solid mock material right there. Solid mock material. The only thing I kind of bit was having an extra Yoda, but hey, Yodas are cool. Could be Yaddle, if you want to do that kind of thing, just change the lightsaber and maybe paint the head like darker green. Maybe. But it's a good set. I am still to this day planning on picking up 1 or 2 of these if I can find them new, but I haven't, alas, at this point, just because I have other sets that I need to buy. Moving on to the next set. This is where it starts getting a little more obvious about what I'm picking for the sets, just because I saved the best for last. We are going to the 7676 Lego Republic Attack Gunship set. This set is so good. I don't think Lego has ever messed up a single, well, I'm not going to say ever, but they have not messed up a gunship at this point. Now, we talk about this year, sure, they dropped the ball on the new UCS gunship. However, these sets, each of the gunship sets that we've gotten in the past that were play sets, phenomenal. Phenomenal for it to give you and the price. So, on this one, we have Commander Cody, not Phase 2, oh well. A regular clone trooper, Obi-Wan, Plo Koon, and we get Asajj Ventress, Dooku's evil Padawan, but she turns on him, so spoilers. And we also get a really nice speeder bike build that goes in the back of the gunship, which is terrific. It's nice, it's compatible, it slides right out the back. Awesome. Good, solid figure selection. Could have done 1 more clone trooper, but 5 figures and a gunship is good by my money. I'll tell you that right now. You'd be lucky to get that in 2021. Right now, the set used is starting at $280. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. You could probably find it cheaper on Facebook or eBay. It's definitely worth it. I will let you know right now that I own 1 of these, and I had to reorder stickers from Australia. There's several people who reprint stickers on eBay. You can get any sticker from them, and they'll just print it on a sheet and send it to you. I'm not smart enough to do that, so I bought new stickers, and I need to put them on my set. I'm just deciding if I want to put them on now or if I want to put them in my glass cabinets that I've ordered. We'll see. Good set. Getting on to the next set, it is I almost put this set on my runner-up list because I don't like it. I changed it to my actual list because they changed the way, there is a guide online for this that allows you to change the set to a more normal looking set. Now, I will let you know now, this set is the 8039 Venator class Republic Attack Cruiser set. We all want a UCS one. There are other ones you can buy online from Aploak Bricks or other mocks, but regardless, I really wish that they made another one of these that looked better or more accurate, or we just get a UCS one. Now, the reason why I almost didn't put this set on my list was for a couple things. The figure selection is good. You get a clone pilot, you get a clone engineer, and You get 2 Coruscant guards and Senator Palpatine. Not bad. You know, definitely some better selection. Technically 4 clone troopers, but Coruscant guard typically aren't clone troopers. At least not at this point. It does get to that point where they do have Coruscant guard, or not Coruscant guard. They have they have the red clone troopers become the shock troopers become the guard on Coruscant towards the end of the war. Now, this set right now will cost you $207 on eBay or online. And that's starting out used. And the reason why I have such apprehension about this set is because in the past we have gotten Star Destroyers before this set came out in 2009. Literally, like I think a year or two prior to this, we have a Star Destroyer that is literally incredible and doesn't look as goofy. And my question is to LEGO, in your one attempt on this set, you just drop the ball, you lose it. Your marbles everywhere. This set could have been so much better if you made it a little bit bigger and make the nose come up gradually like a Star Destroyer and give yourself the room for the playset that you forced inside of it. Besides the fact that it looks goofy, if you build the proper version, it's a great set. But aesthetically, from someone who, I played a lot of my LEGO sets as a kid, however, I want it to display them when I'm not playing with them. I don't put them in a box, I set them on the shelf. And I'd always look at this set and say, you make me sad. You are not what I wanted, but it's what we got. But there's a fix online for it. You can make it look the way you want, and the figures probably won't fit. Just letting you know. I personally built the playset, even though I hate it. I may go through and extend it myself with extra plates and a little bit and dabble with it and try to make it work, but we'll see. It would require a lot of technique and a lot of work, but it'd be something I might be interested in doing, maybe for Mocktober or something like that. Even though it's not a mock, but it could be. I could add some stuff in there, make it different. We'll see. Ideas are open. Going on, and that set released in 2009. It had 1,201 pieces. Getting on to the next one on this list. Pretty obvious. We have 2 sets left here. You guys are already going to know what they are. So jumping into the next set here, we have the 7964 Republic Frigate set. This set is amazing. It is. I wish we got another one. I wish we did. Do I think we will? Eventually, sure. Currently, this set, I believe, is around $175 to $300 online. It came with 5 figures. It came with Commander Wolf, which is the first time we got him prior to Rebels. It was a Cody, and it came with Yoda and 2 other Jedi. I don't know their names off the top of my head, but I will put them on screen right now. And I can tell you the names. It came with Ethkoth and Quinlan Voss. Quinlan Voss is really important, and I am so regretful that I said that the way I did. But I mean, I'm not really for Ethkoth that much, but Quinlan Voss, definitely a good pick. Oh, it wasn't. I misspoke. It wasn't Cody. Wow, I've messed this up completely. They actually came with a Commander Wolf figure, a Wolfpack clone trooper, Ethkoth, Quinlan Voss, and Yoda. My bad, everybody. I messed that up completely. We're gonna scrub that from the video. We're gonna cut that in post. Anyway, going on from there, it's around. So when the set in new condition right now will cost you around $534. Used, you could see them for 210-ish to the upwards of 331. It just depends on where you're at. Now, the reason this set is so good is just because it came with 1,078 pieces, 5 figures, and released in 2011. Again, peak of the Clone Wars, good set, nice solid build. not really for everybody. Not a lot of people bought these when they came out, but uh, similar to the Republic cruiser that came out in the early 2000s with the launch of the Phantom Menace, the red cruiser that flew into the droid ship at the very beginning of Phantom Menace. Similar to that, it has the similar build of that, but with the more of the Republic art style or the color scheme, and it's solid. I mean, it's a good build. It holds together. It's sturdy. It's very swooshable. If that's your thing. Now, that's what I really have on that set. Like I said, it came out in 2011 and it had 1,078 pieces. Now, before I get to the number one set on this list, which everyone already knows is coming, I'm gonna do some runners up because I couldn't fit these into my list, but I really wanted to. So we're gonna look at, and these are in no particular order. Set 8037, Anakin's Y-wing starfighter. It's as a Y-wing starfighter. I wish the figure selection was better, or we got another one so I could at least mention this set a little bit. It came with an R2, it came with an Ahsoka, and it came with Anakin. The figure selection is not great. We have a billion R2s, which isn't a problem, but the Ahsoka, kind of bad. And the Anakin figure, pretty solid. The build itself was good if you built any of the Y-wings from the Rise of the Rebellion or the Age of Rebellion or Rise of Resistance. If you build any of those Y-wing bombers, it's very similar build style, except with a white and yellow non-minimalist like setting. I personally wish that we got a black or a gray or a blue version with the ending of Clone Wars. We may get one in the future. We'll see. But it is solid. The set that released in 2009, and it had 570 pieces and 3 minifigures. Going on to the next set in this order was the 8019 Republic Attack Shuttle set, and it came out in 2009. It had 636 pieces, and it came with a clone pilot, it came with a clone trooper, and it came with Mace Windu. Not my favorite Mace Windu. Biggest takeaway from this set is this Mace Windu kind of bit. My favorite Mace Windu, if you want to know, is probably going to be the one that comes out with the gunship this year, or it's the Mace Windu that came out with the glow lightsaber hilt. This one kind of, it's a Mace Windu figure. He didn't have the best face design either. I thought his old one was better, but that's neither here nor there. When released, or nowadays you can get it for around $77. It was a solid shuttle build. I don't think we ever got enough shuttles or anything like that from the Clone Wars. I felt like we could have used like Padme Amidala's shuttle, or maybe an acclimator, but maybe even with the similar goofy design from the Venator. I don't care. I thought it would have been cool. But you know, that's my thoughts on what I wanted, but they don't listen to us. Going on to the next set, and last of the runners-up, is the 7674 V19 Torrent set. Came with one minifigure released in 2008 at the beginning of the Clone Wars Rise to Fame, and it had 471 pieces, and nowadays you can get these for about $120 a piece used. It came with the clone pilot, and it had a solid build. I mean, it was prior. These were used during the Clone Wars, prior to the, to my knowledge, these were used earlier in the war, before they had the ARC 170s. Later in the war, towards the end, in near the closer to Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope, the Empire was using the V19, not the V19, the V-wing and the ARC 170 a lot more than they were using these at that point. These was very much an earlier war type vehicle that they threw together to use for the earlier times of the war. Now, granted, some going into lore here, some fleets continue to use them throughout the war. It's if they had it, they'd use it. But it was a good set, and you do see it throughout Clone Wars multiple times. Now, getting on to number one for just being the best set to, in my opinion, ever release in any LEGO fashion is the LEGO Republic Dropship with AT-OT Walker set 10195 with 8 minifigures, and Jesus, here we go, released in 2009 with 1,758 pieces. And nowadays, if you're gonna find one, you're gonna find them for upwards of $1,000. And if you're lucky, you'll find them for this guy that says you're gonna get them for around $750. I barely see them for that much, and that's, you know, what I will say is this set was, if you had this set, you were the coolest kid on your block. Let me tell you that right now. Like, I knew one kid that had this set at the time, because I think it released for like $175, $150. And man, this set was cool. I believe it was a Toys R Us exclusive, but don't hold me to that. And it came with, and I quote, 6 clone troopers and 2 pilots. And that is incredible. I think we'd be lucky to get that much in any set. The fact it took us like $300 or $400, no, well, not that much, but the fact it took us almost $200 to get 8 figures in a clone set is incredible. I wish I had been into Lego in 2009, and unfortunately at that point I had moved on from Lego, or at least buying in that capacity. I kind of minimalized for a little bit before coming back in the past couple of years, but it is a really, really good set. Granted, nowadays, like I said, it's going to cost you around $1,000 for this set. However, there are ways to get it cheaper. So like right behind me in these bags, I bought the Republic Bricks does offer the ability to buy this set for around half the price. It's about $500 when you buy it from Republic Bricks, as opposed to buying it brand new in box. Now, do I think buying it in box is better than buying it from Republic Bricks or another person, or break linking the parts? I'm not sure. It's more of a convenience thing, really. Granted, I'm not getting any of the figures, which is where a lot of the value comes from. However, the one that Republic Bricks sells, and I believe the one that the official Lego set sells, will work with ATTEs. I know the one Republic Bricks makes does 100% work with both. I'm not sure if the Lego one does, but still, it's a set that I wanted, and technically I have it, and they're all official Lego bricks, so I have it. I've technically brick linked the parts. I've just bought them from somebody else who sorts through them and gets them for me. If it means I pay a little bit of a premium for it, so be it. I can always order the stickers, and it'll look just as damn good, if I do say so myself. I wish that I could buy this set today. I don't think I'll ever own one of these, but I know that it is my white whale, and I will hunt it down until maybe I find a price that I'm comfortable with. But paying $1,000 for a Lego set, that's kind of tough for me. It's a tough bullet to swallow. Maybe someday. But yeah, I mean, if you guys disagree with my top 10 list, please put it in the comments below. Let me know. If you guys like the video and you want to see more, please like the video, please subscribe, hit the bell, knock it out of the park. And I will have been Lego Empire. I have been Lego Empire, and I will see you guys in the next one.